What year Tasmania Devils make the finals? 2034. That is just a wild guess. What will the score between Hawthorn and Tasmania look like when they coming in AFL in the future? I think we'll beat them easily the first couple seasons. Then they'll groove into it. And maybe in their third or fourth year, they will beat us narrowly. Something like that. But they will ease themselves into it. It will take them a few years, I think, to actually become like a really strong team. Sorry, will you support Tasmania Devils? No, I'm a Hawks fan, so no. Also, go Bulls! I went to the NFL on Sunday. What is Brisbane Lions' home ground look like if they had a new stadium in the future? I can't tell the future, mate, and I haven't seen the designs, so I have no idea. Let's wait till it's built. Where are Hawthorn and Kangaroos men's side playing in 2030 when Devils start playing in Hobart? Well, first of all, Hawthorn play in Launceston. Launceston is not Hobart. There's a different place. It's like an hour or two drive. So it's not an issue for us. North Melbourne play in Hobart, sure, but a separate stadium. So maybe they'd play less games in Tasmania, especially if Tasmania Devils pick up their sponsors, their fans, supporters. Maybe a lot of fans in Tasmania will switch to them. So maybe there's less incentive for Hawthorn and North Melbourne to go to Tasmania. But I still think they can still go there. Maybe like less games, but one thing about AFL is rivalries. Rivalries are good, I think. They're important to the sports, to any sport, any team sport at least. Rivalries between teams can create entertaining footy. So, yeah, we can still stay in Tasmania with North as well, and we can create a three-way rivalry triangle in a way. We can compete for bragging rights over Tasmania. So I think it could still work. Like North Melbourne, Tasmania could be the Hobart Derby. Play them twice in the same season. Play both games in Hobart, one at one stadium, one at the other stadium. I don't know. Knock yourself out. But yeah, it doesn't have to be they got to both leave or anything like that. So, if they don't play in Tasmania, they just play at Marvel and MCG. That's where they play anyway. North play at Marvel. Hawthorn play at the MCG, or sometimes Marvel. So, if we don't play in Tasmania, we'll play in Melbourne. Pretty simple question there. All right, Ben Parsons, favorite subscriber. Why is it Mars McGee? He's actually third, mate. So there's that. What improvements have you seen from yourself in terms of YouTube from when I started to now? Confidence. I'm a lot more confident now than I was back then. I'm still not that much more confident in public, but more confident than I was back then. And definitely more confident in workplaces and meeting people in public than I was back then. So, more confident person, still not that confident, but more confident. I feel like I've grown as a person from YouTube for sure. Just making videos and people actually enjoying the videos and communicating. I feel like it's been a good time for me. So, I feel like it's improved me as a person in terms of confidence. And I've definitely learned a lot in life from doing YouTube and people's comments and everything. So it's definitely something I'm really glad I decided to finally do it, because I'd been thinking about it for years before I actually started doing it. But yeah, my inspiration is actually KSI, and my videos are nothing like his, but it's go figure. What improvements? Oh, sorry, I said that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I hate the Las Vegas McDonald's I went to? Oh boy. I tell you what, one day I'll go back to Las Vegas, but I won't go to the McDonald's. Go to a different one. That was just they took the P with that one. It's just ridiculous. All right, so let's not talk about that one again. Who is a YouTuber you would like to collab with in the future? Who would I like to collab with? Obviously KSI, mate. PewDiePie. Oh, Tom Syndicates. Yeah, so realistic, guys. That's definitely gonna happen. It would be funny though if I was if I managed to get a collab and I just put them all on the list. Definitely, put KSI on the list. That'd be a good skit, I think. I don't know. But in terms of to be real, to be actually, who'd I like to collab with? That's actually realistic and actually doable. Probably Cardi, do some sort of challenge on a field, just get a Sharon and just kick about in a field with Cardi. I think that would be a good, get Sammy G involved as well. I met them both at the St Kilda Brisbane game 2022. So like it would have been good to make a collab video back then. We kind of did it, like we all did vlogs that day, and we all recorded a clip for each of our channels. But like that's as far as it got. Some of you remember the Max King video that I posted on this channel a couple of years ago. But yeah, like that's realistic because I've actually met Cardi and Sammy G a couple times. So like, yeah, would like to collab with them. Yeah, because that's actually realistic. I got to think of like who can actually collab with realistically, who I can like DM and actually get a reply. Definitely them. And like considering Cardi's much bigger than I am in terms of sub base, that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's plenty of YouTubers I like to collab with. It's just that some are realistic and some are not. The realistic ones I've mentioned. So there you have it. No question, but wish you could met up in 2022 when both of the MC at the same time. Yeah, well, we didn't really know each other, obviously. You weren't subscribed yet. You saw some of my videos before, but like you weren't subscribed yet. You probably didn't know I was going to be there. So maybe in the future. Obviously, you don't live in Australia either, but maybe in the future our paths could cross again. You never know what the future holds. Now we got the average target frog. Have you ever been to a football soccer game outside of England? Yes, I have. Right, I'm not going to search a playlist or slow down. What I'm going to do is MLS. There you go. LAFC v FC Dallas. I went in Los Angeles last year in March. Chiellini played that game, which was great. Italian legend Chiellini. That was the only one, I think. I've been to stadiums outside England. I've been to Bayern Munich Stadium, Allianz. I've been to Iduna Park, Borussia Dortmund, San Siro for the Milan teams, Bernabeu, Real Madrid, Nou Camp, Barcelona, Atletico's new and old stadiums, and a couple others. I've toured those stadiums, but I've not actually seen a match at any of those stadiums aside from that MLS game I just mentioned. So, yeah, just one. I've been to stadiums, just not games. I've been to plenty of games in England. I've been to over 200 Arsenal games and about 15 England games. I've been to Arsenal games mostly at home, but also some away. I've been to Old Trafford, been to Anfield, Blackpool, Reading, Brentford, West Ham. Who else? Sunderland. And there was another away game, Reading. Reading will look 4-0 down, 175. So I've done plenty in England, but not outside. If you didn't support Arsenal, would I support? Who knows? I honestly, I have no clue. All I know is when I was a 5-year-old, I watched the TV with my granddad, and for some reason I liked Arsenal. I don't know why. The 5-year-old me picked Arsenal, and I've been an Arsenal fan ever since. So, yeah, that's the short story about how I started supporting Arsenal Football Club. So I don't know who I would have picked. I don't know why I even picked Arsenal. I don't know if it was the shirt colours or like what does a 5-year-old think of when they like something on TV? Do they think of colours? Like, what do they think of? If anyone's got kids, let me know, because I'm trying to think of like what I would have seen in Arsenal to pick them. Was it the team colours, or was it something else? I don't know. If you didn't support Hawthorn, who'd you support? Probably the Sydney Swans. They were like, because they're red and white like Arsenal, so it would have been a good match. I also have a friend in Sydney who's an Arsenal fan and also a Swans fan, and I knew him before I watched AFL, so it could have been good to support. It would have been interesting, a good choice to pick the Swans at the time. Obviously, it would not have aged well in 2024, but yeah, if it wasn't Hawthorn, it probably would have been the Swans, probably. What is football soccer stadium I haven't been to that I would like to go to the most that I haven't been to? Ooh, that I haven't been to. As I mentioned, I've toured a lot, so I'm trying to think of what I haven't been to, because I've toured plenty of stadiums. I visited those two in Germany. I visited that one in Italy. I visited those two Spanish ones. Maracanã. It's the one in Brazil, the big one in Brazil, Maracanã. That is a stadium I would love to visit and see a game. In terms of what I haven't been to, because I'm trying to think of something else. Yeah, I'm gonna say American Art for now because I've been to like the iconic ones like Bernabeu, San Siro, Nou Camp, Allianz Arena. Like I've been to those stadiums. I toured them. It's not the same as watching a game, but it still counts as going there. So probably American Art. So yeah. Favorite football soccer player that is currently playing? Ooh. Yeah, it's probably Saka. It's probably Saka. We Arsenal fans, we love Saka, and he's been performing well for us for 4 years now. He's a top guy. When our club was down in the gutter and doing so badly, and hovering above relegation zone, that kid was shining as a teenager, and we remember. He brought us through the tough times, and now we've got it. We're still haven't got it great because we're not winning things still. But we're much better now than we were a few years ago. Like we went from like struggling against relegation teams to being 1 point away from winning the Premier League, and I feel like Saka's been a big reason why we've made it this far. Hopefully, he can take us a step further. It'd be great. In terms of non-Arsenal, I don't know, Messi, I guess. Even though he's not the same anymore, it's probably still Messi. Favorite football soccer player of all time? Thierry Henry. Non-Arsenal? I don't know. I don't know about non-Arsenal. Guess I'll just say Messi. Based on what I grew up watching his best years. So not grew up, but like when I was a teenager, like he was at his best, and he was like nothing I'd ever seen before. Like the guy was doing things that you'd never seen before on the field in all these years of all this history of football, and this guy was doing things unique, and he was incredible. His footwork was crazy. Between 08 and 2013, the guy was ridiculous. You couldn't believe your eyes, like watching that guy, watching Messi play. It was ridiculous. Anyway, favorite AFL player that's currently playing? Again, good question. Very good question. I actually don't have one. You know, people keep asking me, but I actually don't have one. I've not had one for like 2 years now, but I genuinely don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one. Current players, I don't have like a favourite. I genuinely don't. But if I get an answer, I'll tell you eventually. All time, Hawthorn, Cyril, non-Hawthorn, Eddie Betts. There you go. But in terms of like current players, I'm trying to think, and I'm just like, I'm not sure. So yeah, that was 50 minutes. Oh my days, it's 60 minutes longer. And definitely, like, some of the questions I definitely answered more than I did the first time recording. Either that's good or bad, but either way, it's a lot to edit. But also, either way, at least the daily streak keeps on going. It was 50 days in the Arsenal video, so probably, like, this will be, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 videos. So 55 days, possibly, upload streak. Pretty damn good, that. Pretty damn good. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be?